Y'all foda, né?
Happy Easter, everybody. We have even more good news. Texas Governor Greg Abbott is, in fact, working to pardon Daniel Perry. I have the tweet here from Greg Abbott himself. I am working as swiftly as Texas law allows regarding the pardon of Sergeant Perry. Now, when I read through this, I had to read it a couple of times to really understand what this was actually saying. But he opens up with, Texas has one of the strongest stand your ground laws of self-defense that cannot be nullified by a jury or a progressive district attorney. However, unlike the president or some other states, the Texas Constitution limits the governor's pardon authority to only act on a recommendation by the Board of Pardons and Paroles. Texas law does allow the governor to request the Board of Pardons and Paroles to determine if a person should be granted a pardon. I have made that request and instructed the board to expedite its review. I look forward to approving the board's pardon recommendation as soon as it hits my desk. Additionally, I have already prioritized reining in rogue district attorneys, and the Texas legislature is working on laws to achieve that goal. So the unfortunate aspect is he's willing to give the pardon. The only issue is in Texas state law, it doesn't operate how it does at the federal level. He can't just hand them out willy-nilly.
Pardon.
It actually does need to go to this board of recommendations, which to me is like, blah. That's another step of bureaucratic government. Like, why is there an extra step there? Why does this board even exist? But Texas law, Texas does what it does. And we can only hope that the board feels the exact same way as Governor Abbott. But with this comes the propaganda wave that you would imagine would follow.
They're coming.
Because as most people have pointed out, how is this not a bigger story than what it should be regarding such like a very like high level precedent setting case regarding what it would take, what are the ramifications of defending yourself being surrounded amidst a mob or a riot of people. So first up, we have CNN. Let me move myself for you. Texas Governor Abbott says he's working to pardon sergeant convicted of killing protester at a 2020 BLM rally. You could change that to of killing rioter, threatening him with an AK-47, surrounding him in the middle of a riot, preventing him from moving. Like, the way they write these headlines is so propagandized. It's disgusting. But moving on, you get the race baiting almost immediately in this article here. A white Army sergeant and rideshare driver was indicted with murder in 2021 for the fatal shooting of Garrett Foster, who is also white. Okay? And here is the propagandized statement. A lot to break down in this one statement here. The prosecution argued that Perry initiated the encounter by running a red light to turn into the crowd gathered for the police brutality protest. Stop. According to the reports, he had just dropped someone off. The second thing this goes on to say, and had previously posted on social media about shooting protesters, according to the CNN affiliate KEYE. And he did. He had statements such as, I'm going to have to kill some of these rioters to get to my apartment. And I may be paraphrasing a little bit. I will find the exact quote and put in here while I'm talking so you can see it. And I mean, if anything, how does that not go and prove and show to you that the summer of love is in full swing? He's literally messaging other people about his concern for his well-being, that he may have to harm or hurt other people just to get to his apartment because it is surrounded amidst a riot. And this is on the small end for CNN propagandized. What I want to take you to is some of these Democrats. This is from Mehdi Hassan. He's a host for MSNBC, NBC's Peacock TV, New York Times, all of that blue and on garbage. The Republican Party is the party of violent crime and disorder, not law and order. Not sure why more Dems can't say this. Are you effing kidding me? Antifa runs wild. Hundreds of them just in Georgia when they destroyed the police training facility that was getting ready to be built, the amorphous mob surrounding Daniel Perry. In this instance alone, we just had a trans shooter, 7 fingers, 7 victims. And the Republican Party is the party of violent crime. I've said it 100 times. I'll say it again.
Most people are over this garbage.
I'm glad that Greg Abbott is backing and is recommending the pardon. So hopefully, here in a couple of days, hopefully sooner, we will have the good word that Daniel Perry is being pardoned for what that absolute debacle was in Austin, Texas. And I'll leave you with that for now. Peace.